They told us a story, a beautiful story for football lovers. They told us that on December 18th, 2022, football completed its circle. They told us the hero, after so much suffering, had finally found peace. They told us the script was finished, the credits were already rolling, and Lionel Messi, the man who carried the weight of the world on his shoulders, could finally rest on his Olympus. Even he hinted at it himself. "It's my last World Cup," he said. And we all believed him, because it made sense, because it was the perfect ending to the perfect movie. But they lied to us. Or maybe those of us who love good football, and therefore love Messi, wanted to believe that lie. Because while the world was wiping away tears of emotion in the shadows of Argentina's national team training center, their head coach, Lionel Scaloni, wasn't celebrating the past. He was designing the future. He was building something nobody saw coming, what Argentina is preparing for. The 2026 World Cup isn't simply a title defense. It's not a, "let's see what happens." It's a surgical precision military operation designed with one objective: to challenge logic, challenge biology, and challenge history itself. If you thought Argentina in Qatar was dangerous, get ready, because that version was only the prototype. Version 2.0, the one we'll see in the United States, Mexico, and Canada, is designed to be unbeatable. In today's video, we're going to break down why this Argentina team is scarier than ever. And we're going to explain the most unsettling theory of all: why Lionel Messi, in 2026, will stop being a football player and become something humanity has never seen on a pitch. Welcome to The Last Dance. But this time, the music isn't a sad tango. It's a war march. To understand 2026, we first have to understand what happened after the glory. Football history teaches a cruel lesson. Success weakens you. Germany won in 2014 and collapsed in 2018. France won in 1998 and failed in 2002. Spain, Italy, they all fell victim to their own ego. The champions' hangover is real. But Argentina? Argentina is a psychiatric case study. Lionel Scaloni, the quiet architect, pulled off something impossible. He made a group of world champions stay hungry like stray dogs. How do you explain that after winning everything, this team goes to La Paz at 3,600 meters above sea level and plays like it's their backyard? How do you explain that they go to the Maracanã and hand Brazil their first ever home loss in World Cup qualifiers? That's not normal. The numbers are scary. A 36-match unbeaten run before the World Cup. Historic clean sheet records. Winning in Bolivia after 15 years. Winning in Peru, in Venezuela. They didn't even leave crumbs for anyone else. Scaloni has injected a virus into his players' minds. Fear of losing. Not the fear that freezes you, the fear of becoming normal again. Players like Rodrigo de Paul, Cuti Romero, or Emi Dibu Martinez don't play friendlies. To them, every minute in the Argentina shirt is life or death. That mentality is the foundation of Plan 2026. Scaloni knows he can't physically compete with France's speed or England's power if his players are satisfied. So he's turned the national team into a cult, a brotherhood where the only requirement to enter is being willing to die for the teammate next to you. And at the center of that brotherhood, there's a sacred pact. One nobody says out loud, but everyone knows. We run so he can think. Let's talk about the Praetorians. The Royal Guard? Because to protect a 39-year-old king, you need an elite army. And Argentina has, line by line, the strongest spine on the continent. Start with goal. Emiliano Dibu Martinez. At 34, he'll arrive at the World Cup at the perfect age for a goalkeeper. But Dibu isn't just a shot stopper. He's a psychological weapon. He's the only keeper in the world who starts winning the match before the whistle even blows. His presence in the 6-yard box makes the goal feel smaller for opponents. In penalties, it's not luck anymore. It's mental domination. Having Dibu is having a cheat code, a glitch in the system. Then the defense, Cuti Romero. At 28, he'll be, without debate, the best center back in the world. His style is the perfect mix of controlled violence and exquisite technique. Cuti doesn't wait for the striker's mistake. He forces it. Alongside Lisandro Martinez, they form a wall that lets the team play 20 yards higher up, suffocating the opponent. But the real secret behind Argentina's machine is in midfield. The Ferrari engine, Enzo Fernandez and Alexis McAllister. They're no longer the 2022 prospects. In 2026, they'll be battle-hardened veterans at peak maturity. Enzo, with his ability to launch guided missiles from 40 yards. Alexis with that quiet intelligence to find space where there is none. And of course, the heart, Rodrigo de Paul, the bodyguard. A lot of people laugh at the memes, but tactically, de Paul's role is vital. He's the one who balances the scale. He's the one who covers the space Messi leaves open. He's the extra lung that allows the magic to happen. This team doesn't need Messi to drop back and defend. It doesn't need Messi to press the build-up. They've built a self-sustaining ecosystem, capable of dominating Brazil or France without needing the number 10 to touch the ball. And that is what makes what comes next so terrifying. If Argentina were only the 2022 team, opponents would already know how to play them. They'd have the footage, the analysis, the patterns. But Scaloni has an ace up his sleeve. The surprise factor: new blood. While the world watched the champions, Argentina was cultivating the next generation in Europe. Alejandro Garnacho, pure speed, swagger, rebellion. A player who breaks systems and brings direct vertical threat. Nico Paz, elegance, refined technique, elite development, competitive maturity. Valentin Carboni, Thiago Almada, names that in 2022 were gambles, and in 2026 will be realities. Why does this matter? Because it gives Messi something he didn't have in other World Cups. Partners who speak his same technical language, but with the legs of a 20-year-old athlete. Picture this: 70-minute of a tight quarterfinal at the 2026 World Cup. The opponent is exhausted from chasing Julian Alvarez, and suddenly, Garnacho comes on fresh to attack space. Nico Paz comes in to thread passes. Scaloni didn't just renew the squad, he evolved it. He created the perfect hybrid of winning experience and youthful explosion. The old teach you how to win. The young bring the energy to do it. And now, we arrive at the big question. The elephant in the room. Lionel Andres Messi will be 39 when the ball starts rolling at MetLife Stadium. Critics will say, he's too old. He doesn't have the speed anymore. MLS has softened him. Poor fools. They don't understand anything. What we'll see in 2026 won't be the right-wing Messi stacking defenders in 2012. It won't even be the all-action Messi of 2022. What Scaloni and Messi are cooking is a new position, a position that doesn't exist in any tactics book. Let's call it the stationary sniper. Look at his current stats: 70 goal contributions in a season, leader in assists, leader in goals. But look at how much he runs, an all-time low. Messi has hacked football. He's figured out he doesn't need to run faster than the ball. He just needs the ball to arrive faster than the opponent. In 2026, Messi will be a brain connected to 10 bodies. His role will be purely cerebral. He'll walk the pitch, scanning, detecting weaknesses in the opponent that nobody else sees. And when he finds the crack, bang! A 30-yard pass that sends Julian through on goal. A free kick into the top corner. A subtle touch that dismantles an entire defense. He won't be a player in the game for 90 minutes. He'll be a moment, a flash. Scaloni has designed a system where Argentina plays with 11, but defends with 10 and attacks with 12. Messi will be an undetectable ghost. How do you mark someone who doesn't enter the play until the final second? How do you press someone who releases the ball before you even get there? In 2026, Messi won't compete physically. He'll compete with his mind. And in that arena, he still is, and always will be, the undisputed king. This is the legend's final transformation, going from a physical genius to a legend who knows everything. The challenge is massive: a back-to-back World Cup, consecutive continental titles, something not even Pele's Brazil fully achieved in this exact way. It's the final frontier, the territory of the immortals. Argentina isn't going to the United States to participate. They're not going to send Messi off. They're going to crown him. They're going to prove dynasties don't die. They evolve. They're going to prove that a team united by a sacred cause is stronger than any collection of individual stars. The whole world will be watching, waiting for them to fall, waiting for age to catch up with them. But they don't know what's coming. They don't know that inside Argentina's locker room, there's no fear, only certainty. The certainty that as long as number 10 is on the pitch, the impossible is just an opinion. Scaloni has the plan, the players have the hunger, and Messi has the key to eternity. 2026 isn't the end, it's the destination. If you think Leo will lift the trophy one more time, hit like on this video and subscribe. See you in the next one.